What's going on, people, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another mastering tutorial. This time I'm only going to be using Waves plugins. I know a lot of you are Waves users, and especially now with this new controversial subscription plan that Waves are offering, I wanted to do a master chain using just Waves plugins. So let's take a listen to the track first from the jump.
Yo, how my nigga got him singing happy birthday in the club, and he in the bar, hella girls dancing in the vid. What a big surprise, what I learned. Get your money up and then you're living life. Cause I'm the guy that see the motivation, fuck the evil eye. And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never.
Okay, cool. So let's go down to our mastering mix bus down here. You can see our plugins. Let's go through them one by one. So we started off with this Kramer tape, master tape. It pretty much, this is how it comes out the box. I don't think I did any changes to it, but this is kind of what levels I'm hitting with. In fact, let's fast forward it a little bit.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I fuck.
So we are driving it a little bit, but other than that, I'm pretty sure this is just the default settings, but if not, you can just copy these down. Next, we've got the, sorry, I didn't even say what it does. So any kind of tape plugin adds a nice body to your master, to your track. I sometimes put it on bass, I sometimes put it on drums, but in this situation, we're using it on just the whole master. And this is just going to give us some body, that tape feel, that tape sound. And it's the first time ever using this tape machine specifically, but I like it. It sounds good. It sounds good. Next, we've got the NLS bus. Now you see me using these kind of these bus plugins. Usually I use the VMR, which is the Slate plugin, but this is kind of like the Waves version, and this is just going to give us that analog sound, and we're using basically the SSL setting, I believe. I do think I add a little bit of drive on there, but other than that, again, it's just out of the box. This is going to give your track a analog sound, an analog feel, so it just doesn't sound as digital. Then we got the Poigtec. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Poigtec EQ, and we're just doing a boost at 60 hertz, and also I believe, yeah, 3K. So we're doing a little boost at 60 hertz and also a boost at 3K. So yeah, let's see what that's doing.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I fuck around with me or mine. Cute with a brain and damn a figure just like the mine. My old thing like that, yo baby, know it's been a while.
A really nice low end on this plugin here. Also, I kind of like adding a bit of 2K to 3K to my masters anyway, because that just kind of brings out the vocals a little bit. This doesn't go down to 2K, and I couldn't find an EQ that I liked that did go down to 2K, so we're using this at 3K, and I think it sounds good. We've got a bit of a broad bandwidth, so it should cover some of that kind of that ballpark that I like, that just brings out the vocals. Then we got the F6, and I'm just using this as an EQ. This is a really good, just standard EQ. I think we are doing a little bit of dynamics at the top here, but as you can see, for the most part, I'm just using it as a EQ. We're boosting the low end a little bit. Boosting, what frequency is this? 165. This is probably just for the low end of the vocals, and then we're cutting out 259 hertz. Let's solo these frequencies so you can hear.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I fuck around with me or mine. Cute with a brain and damn a figure just like the mine. My old thing like that, yo baby, know it's been a while. You know I'm trying to get this.
So yeah, that frequency here that we're just cutting was a little bit of ringing, a little bit of room noise in the vocal. We also added some air up here with this high shelf, but as you can see, it is doing some dynamic EQ on it just to catch the S's. I felt that the S's were a bit too sibilant, so I wanted to add the air to the track, but I wanted it to not be so crazy on those S's because it just sounded a little bit too sibilant. And of course, we've got a low boost here. We're going to be doing some side EQ as well, but we'll get to that in a second. Then we've got the SSL compressor. I use this in my normal master chain, to be honest. Probably the best, I think, bus compressor you can get for the money. Waves plugins are very affordable, and this plugin is great as a bus compressor.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I don't fuck around with me.
So we're doing this so we're only going to be doing about 1 decibel compression on this kind of music, because anything more than that, the track will start pumping. But what it does is it just glues the track together, glues the mix together, and because of the way we've got our attack and a release set, it means that the transients are really poking through, so the kick drum, and that's kind of what you want for hip-hop tracks, rap tracks, you know, anything that kind of is bass heavy, or kick heavy, should I say. So yeah, I really like the SSL bus compressor by Waves. I do like to do a little bit of mid-side compression, but I couldn't find one in the Waves bundle, and I had some issues getting that subscription service that they use where you get all of the plugins. My internet is so slow in the studio, and it just was taking too long to download all the plugins, so I just picked a few and demoed a few. So I'm not sure if there are any mid-side compressors and what they're like, but I do usually like to do mid-side compression on my masters. But in this case, we're just using the Waves bus compressor. So let that be a kind of warning, I guess. If you're thinking about getting the subscription, there is a lot of plugins, and if your internet is slow, it's going to take a good few hours to download. So this is the CLA Mixdown, and I kind of see this almost as like the original God Particle. Before Jason Joshua released the God Particle, this kind of has the same thing going on with it. It's kind of like a box. Again, I hate to overuse the word, but it kind of just glues your track together, and the low end is really nice on there. You do have a compressor on there, but to be honest with you, I don't really know what this compressor's doing, this glue fader, and I've not really had time to really go into it, so I didn't want to put it on. I've left it off there. But everything else, we've got a little bit of bass there. Oh no, we don't have any bass. 1.6 treble and 1.3 drive. But as soon as I turn this on, you're going to hear like a big kind of, the track just opens up.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I don't fuck around with me or mine. Cute with a brain and damn a figure just like the mine. My old thing like that, yo baby, know it's been a while. You know I'm trying to get this money, 6-0, that's how I want it. And he did that.
You can hear it just opens up. I really like the sound of it. I've never actually, I think I had this plugin already and I never really used it, but it is nice. I'll definitely recommend it. Maybe play around with this glue. Again, I didn't have enough time to really delve into it and really understand what it was doing, but I do like just turning this thing on without touching anything and just turning it on, and it sounds great. Then we've got another F6. Now on this, we're doing some side. Yeah, we're doing some side. As you can see, the little S's. Can you see the little S's on the bands? And what we're doing is just boosting the sides. So the top end, we're just boosting the sides to make the track sound a little bit wider. And I'm not sure why.
And I'm the guy.
I'm not sure why I did this boost on the sides here in the low end. I can't remember now. But let's take a listen.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when I don't fuck around with me or mine. Cute with a old thing like that, yo baby, know it's been a.
So I just wanted to make the vocal sound a little bit bigger, and the high end as well. I just wanted the kind of the real top end to just sound a little bit wider. As you can see as well, we've got a roll off here on the sides, and that's kind of, that is, so we want our bass and our low end to be real centered. We want that to be, because when you start adding too much width to the low end, that's when it's less punchy, less bassy. So it is good to try and get a good balance between, you want your, you know, your bass and kind of the lower mid sound a bit wider, sound bigger, should I say. But you don't want to take away from those real low end, the subs. You want to keep that dead in the middle. So that's why I kind of put on this F6 mainly. This second F6 is mainly just so we can do some side EQ. Now we're going to talk about Loudness. So this plugin, I believe I got this for free, but I'm not sure. It's definitely cheap, and it's definitely in the subscription if you get it. And this is going to tell us how loud our track is. Now, we want to focus on this right here, the long-term LUFS, LUFS. And that's kind of like the standard now, is how we measure how loud a track is. And we want to aim for around 8 to 10, so minus 8 to 10 LUFS. Now, minus 8, if you go any higher than 10, or lower, should I say, as in, yeah, well, it is higher because it's a minus number. But if you go any higher than 10, you're gonna start getting some issues if you don't know what you're doing. So to be on the safe side, I would aim for 10 to 11, because if you drive it too hard, you're going to get some distortion. You're also going to lose some of your low end. So we're going to make active this L2, and we're just going to try and get this meter here, this reading here, to around minus 10. We're just going to push this threshold down. I want to have a little bit of a ceiling. We've got 0.5 as our ceiling, and we're just going to pull this down until we're about minus 10. All right. And also, it's going to get loud. I'll try and even out the volume when I edit the video. But yeah, it's kind of pointless me showing how loud I can get something in a YouTube video, because I'm going to have to turn it down, or, you know, I'm going to have to do some bits and bobs. So anyway, let's just drive this as loud as we can. Let's try and get it to minus 10.
And I'm the guy that keep the circle small and get a bigger slice. Never cause an issue when don't fuck around with me or mine. Cute with a brain and damn a figure just like Leah Mine. My old thing like that, yo baby, know it's been a while. You know I'm trying to get this money, 6-0, that's how I want it. I need these stacks bouncing all around me like an Easter bunny. Then I'll be on point, cause I don't know if finna take it from me. It could be a hater or a friend that's gonna change up on me. So I gotta keep them close, but really I be moving ghosts. They never really see me, but enough I be keeping note. You say that you a friend to me, but really you a friend of me. I'm talking on the celery, and that's away their memories. I set test their melodies and shot me like I'm Kennedy. How can I be hating on these rappers when I'm better G? I'm happy that you're winning at this table, though I'll take a seat. This dinner made for winners, and there's so much cake for us to eat.
Cool. So as a beginner, I would say just aim for that minus 10. Use the L2 as a really good kind of quote unquote maximizer. You got a nice ceiling on there as well. As you can see, I got it quite loud there without peaking. There was no red lights here. I hope there wasn't any red lights in the recording. Should be fine. So yeah, that's kind of, this plugin right here can be really, really handy. If you do have it available in your Waves package, definitely use it. Like I said, the industry standard, they're looking at these kind of things, and they're even, you know, things like Spotify, and where I don't think Spotify does it anymore, but it used to be a thing where things could be too loud. You know what I'm saying? And there's no point in, especially if you're kind of still learning, there's no point in jeopardizing the quality of your mix trying to get things really loud when it could be loud enough. The minus 10 is competitive for what's out on Spotify. It's not going to be the loudest track on Spotify, but it will be good to go, and you won't have to worry about, oh, is it too loud? Is it distorting? Am I losing some low end? So that would be my advice. Do a little bit more research into this, because there is quite a deep subject. But the L2 is a great plugin to get some volume out of your masters. It's got a good ceiling and everything else. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend. And let's do a before and after. Let's turn off and on all of these plugins so you can hear the difference between the master and pre-master. I might take this off again, just because I want you to hear the difference without the loudness, because that's going to trick you into thinking it sounds better when it really just sounds louder. So yeah, let's clip back and forth between those.
But though I'll take a seat, this dinner made for winners, and there's so much cake for us to eat. And I'ma get some, trust me dog, I'ma get some. I'm like a 1% rapper, so I gotta get on. At times I thought I weren't gonna make it, but I'm proving me wrong. I'm soon a 1% nigga with a house on my arm. I'm soon a 1% nigga with a horse as a car. I'm soon a 1% nigga with a pool as a bar.
So you can just hear that lift. Again, that's without any kind of major gain boost. There is a bit of a gain boost, obviously, I think mainly due to the CLA mixdown, but you know, you can just hear it open up. The bass gets nice and rounded and large. and everything just sounds a lot wider. And that's kind of, I think, when I say I master a track, that's what I'm focused on, because I'm not a master engineer. I don't specialize in getting super loud masters. I'm not going to act like that's my strong point, but I do just want to make everything just sound glued together. And I think that's what you should focus on, is just getting your tracks glued together, and just sounding, taking your mix to the next level. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry that there was a bit of a long period between this video and my last video. I have recorded another video that was really elaborate, and I need to just sit down and edit it up. It's going to take a while, but this should hopefully hold you off until I get that sorted. If you're new around here, consider subscribing, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.